Hey guys, so I'm never gonna get this intro right. I have a few stories for you guys today, so if you're interested in that, keep on watching. But in my last video, what did I speak about in my last video? Brooke Houts and how she's back on the internet. I also spoke about Justin Bieber and his soft sales for his tour and a few other things. So if you're interested in that, you can watch that. It'll be in the link in the description. But also Twitter, Instagram, follow me there. It's a fun time. And subscribe because we're almost on 500k, and at 500k we're making a second channel. And if that's something that interests you, then make that happen. The first thing we're going to talk about today is NudeStix. NudeStix is a brand that has kind of blown up recently, but like it's not still like huge, but it's definitely grown exponentially recently. A lot of people are talking about their brow products and they're like sticks, NudeStix, you get it, they make stick products. And I recently came across a few Twitter DMs from you guys and some ats on Twitter, but I also found this on the Beauty Guru Chato forum on Reddit, where they spoke about how NudeStix released a product that is supposedly vegan and cruelty-free because they are a vegan and cruelty-free brand. And the thing is, we've recently spoken about Jaclyn Hill and how her palettes have been reformulated to not be vegan anymore, and they just didn't let anyone know. And everyone obviously threw a fit, as you do, because vegan people were buying these products thinking that they're vegan and they were just not. So obviously that's a big issue, but the fact that, you know, NudeStix kind of slips through the cracks and doesn't get the same heat is because obviously NudeStix is a smaller brand than Morphe and is smaller than Jaclyn Hill. So I need to bring attention to everything here. Beauty Guru Chatter had a few updates and screenshots on there. So the first one is that someone was called, someone called them out on Instagram and said, "Are your products no longer vegan or only specific ones?" And NudeStix replied saying, "Hi babe, every product is different in its own amazing way." I hate when brands reply in that way. It's like, just give me a straight answer. "Please check out the website product pages for more information on your favorite products." And then someone else replied, they did blur out the names and ats of people, so privacy reasons I'm guessing. And then someone replied saying, "Honestly, @NudeStix has opened themselves up to a huge class action lawsuit. They blatantly lied and put people with soy allergies at risk. Calling people babe isn't going to make this okay." And then I believe this is the owner of NudeStix that is replying to this. They said, "Hi there, vegan options and ingredients list vary by product. Please see product pages for complete details by product." And then she replied again saying, "Check out the product pages on NudeStix.com for vegan options for you." And then someone else replied saying, "But why is it vegan options now? I thought all products were vegan." And then they gave updates on the whole situation. So first update, this was a question posed by a user on Instagram. NudeStix reply is, "Please check out the product pages on our site for more info on our vegan options. I checked out their About Me section on their website and noticed that they've changed their promise from totally vegan free to with vegan options. So their whole brand used to promise to be completely vegan, and now without letting anyone know, they've gone from that to, oh, we just have some vegan options." Which means if someone was buying NudeStix, or if a beauty guru was promoting NudeStix because they are an all vegan brand, people are going to listen to that. And just like with the Morphe thing, they are not going to double check the ingredients because they just trust that if there was a change, they would announce it. So NudeStix is being sneaky about this. I hope more people confront them on Instagram. And then update 2. This is NudeStix answer to someone who is confused about their vegan status. "What a hilarious and ridiculous answer. Every product is different in its own way." Wow. This is also an old article from fashionmagazine.com and includes a small write-up that described NudeStix as 100% vegan. So there is proof that people used to say that this is 100% vegan brand. Yeah, Jenny Frankel, let's see you try to delete every article out there with your claims about being 100% vegan. NudeStix/Taylor Frankel did a get ready with me using plush paint on Instagram story and wrote some facts about the product. No mention about propolis, and still no clarification despite promising to address what their propolis is after checking with their Korean lab. So the problem here is that propolis has something to do with bees. It's something to do with beeswax or bee saliva. There is something, I am not a chemist, so if you need to research propolis, there is apparently a lot of conflicting evidence with NudeStix saying that they can make this in a soy and vegan way, and then going back on that and saying that they are now not 100% vegan. So people are very confused as to if this is a vegan product or not. It's to do with their lip plush paints. But yeah, apparently there is a lot of conflicting evidence now, but the general consensus is that this is not a vegan product. That is the general idea. So now they were saying that they were going to check with their lab if this is a vegan product. You should have known this when you were making your product. Just an idea, just just an idea. They also said, this is an update to 2 threads about NudeStix claiming their new product, plush paint containing propolis, is apparently derived from soy. There has been several callouts on Instagram with more and more people noting that several NudeStix products contain some not so vegan ingredients. Carmine is one of them. The newest product, magnetic lip plush paint, contains propolis. However, NudeStix first claimed that their propolis was a soy derivative, then later claiming that propolis they used was extracted from plant bud resin and tree sap resin. Yes, they are extracted from plant buds and tree sap, but they are extracted by bees and mixed with bee saliva to produce propolis. So you are using bees for this. In any case, even if they were using some top-notch new tech that is able to use soy to mimic propolis, soy is also a common allergen and should be disclosed on their packaging. It should also not be called propolis if it was not harvested by a bee and has any components of bees. Just give it a new name altogether. The lip cheek pencil also contains this thing, which is another name for beeswax. Up until a few days ago, NudeStix has always claimed that they are a 100% vegan company. However, when confronted by some on Instagram, Jenny Frankel backtracked and started saying they are 90% vegan company and that their concealer sticks are the only products that contain beeswax. She also said that the concealer sticks will be undergoing a reformulation in September and will be made 100% vegan. She has since deleted all of her comments that she commented. I've only got one screenshot of what she has said. Hopefully someone else was faster and has more. What we know so far is that they've been dishonest about their 100% vegan claims. If the concealer pencil has beeswax in them and the pencils have carmine since they've been out, then they are definitely not 100% vegan. And I've been told they sell in China, so how can they be called cruelty-free? Thoughts? So this whole forum basically is just saying carmine is crushed up bugs to be used as the pigment for the dyes that go into like lipsticks, eyeshadows. It is used mainly when there's like a reddish, pinkish eyeshadow or anything along those lines. So carmine is crushed up bugs. That is considered non-vegan because it's a living organism. A lot of vegan people don't eat honey or don't use anything that has beeswax in it because bees are actually endangered, whether you knew that or not. Bees are very important to the ecosystem, and using that for makeup, which isn't a necessary thing, is not considered vegan. So yeah, if their things contain beeswax and carmine and this new propolis thing, then they can't say that they are vegan. And also with the China thing, if they are only selling through e-commerce, then they can still be cruelty-free because then their products don't have to be tested to be sold in China because you're only selling them online. But if they are selling NudeStix in stores in China, even though there are the new laws coming in that they don't have to test on animals so far, they could just be called out for like a random testing and all their products are going to be taken off the shelf in China, tested on animals and then put back on the shelves if they're fine, which means that they can't be cruelty-free. Until the law completely passes that in China you cannot test on animals, that they can't be cruelty-free. Just because it says you don't have to test on animals, some people still will. So until the law literally says it is illegal to test on animals, you cannot be cruelty-free if you sell in China. But then again, cruelty-free actually doesn't have a legal definition. So if a company says they are cruelty-free, that cruelty-free definition could be very different to your cruelty-free definition, and that still doesn't make it illegal or like false advertisement, which is scary because you're like, I thought everyone aligns to the same definitions, but they don't. Just the same as clean beauty doesn't have a legal definition, so many brands will slap clean beauty on their product and it doesn't mean it. So yeah, just be careful with advertising because a lot of it isn't illegal. They have a bunch of lawyers to go through that shit. They will scam you. Am I allowed to say that? They will lie to you. So, NudeStix, get on that. That's grim. Because obviously I can't call out Jaclyn Hill and then not call out NudeStix because that's hypocritical. Let's hold everyone to the same standard. And I was going to cover this, but I wasn't actually sure what was happening. So then I found this forum thread thing and I thought, let's cover it now. So until more updates come out, this is it. They are not 100% vegan and they are also allegedly not cruelty free. Jaclyn Hill recently tweeted out that she was going to be taking a break off social media, and she said, "This is extremely hard for me to talk about for many reasons, but I know a lot of people are wondering why I'm so absent on socials recently. I've decided to make my health my #1 priority. I briefly opened up about it in my video, but it's very deep and I need help. For the past couple of years, I've been completely neglecting me. I've focused on people around me and my career, but I've totally let myself go in the meantime. I'm working with an amazing team right now to detox my body and get myself back to where I need to be. I know you guys want makeup tutorials and videos, so do I, but I'm currently spending 6 to 8 hours a day with doctors, IVs and therapists because I'm determined to get back to where I need to be. Please understand that I love you and I can't wait for the future, but in this this time of my life, I have to put myself first before anything else. I hope you understand, and I can't wait to get on the other side of this and share my journey with you. Now, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm really not. And I know that she said she's been struggling with things, and I completely understand that. But the fact that you are struggling with things and still managing to sell products to people, yet you can't film a makeup tutorial. Right, let me just read you guys a tweet from T-Spill because it worded what I needed to say really well. So T-Spill tweeted out saying, whenever Jaclyn releases something, then doesn't post or something goes wrong, she always uses the mental health card. Why? Because now anyone who talks about what's been going on will be labelled as insensitive. It's a cycle. And then she tweets saying, the true and harsh tea is if any other manager or partner of a company had an issue go wrong and that company's customers wanted answers and they said, sorry, I can't right now, I'm going through a hard time, they'd be fired. That's just real life. It's true. If we look at the track record, right, that's been going on since the lipsticks. She released lipsticks, they were bad. She started replying saying, no, they're fine, they're fine, they're fine. And then more evidence started coming out that they're not fine. And what did she do? She said she's gonna go off social media because it's not good for her mental health without actually addressing anything. And yet, if we spoke about it, it was insensitive because she's going through a mental health problem, but she's also a CEO of a company. I know that's harsh, but if you're a CEO of a company, a lot of the times you have to put that company before you because there are so many people depending on you and so many customers that invested in that company and they deserve answers too. She recently released the eyeshadow palette with Morphe and it came out that it wasn't vegan when she claimed it was the same formula from 2017 that was supposed to be vegan and cruelty free. So she released one statement saying that she knew they were going to change the formula, but she thought they were going to do it in a way that wasn't that was still vegan. And hear me out, like she always claims that she's so involved in the whole process of you know, formulas and all that stuff. So you're telling me they told you they were going to change your beloved 2017 formula and you just didn't question on how they were going to do it? Okay, all right, sure. And then when she's still getting hate and she's still expected to give answers and statements, she pulls the mental health card. And when people are questioning why she once again sold something and isn't uploading on YouTube, she pulls what? The mental health card. I understand having poor mental health. Most people actually do. Whether they realize it or not, most people have some form of a mental health issue going on. Whether it's ongoing or just at one point in their life, everyone will experience some kind of a mental health issue. Anxiety or depression or whatever it is that people will go through, they will go through it. But most jobs still require you to go into work. Whether you like that or not, it's the truth. And Jaclyn Hill is in a very privileged position of one, having a lot of money that she can just fall back on if she doesn't want to go into work. And two, having a job that doesn't require you to go in every day. It's a very privileged position to be in. And yet she still will just sell products to her customers. And when things go wrong, instead of addressing things, she'll just pull the mental health card. But why wasn't the mental health card pulled when you were selling the products to them? So you were okay enough to make multiple videos coming up to the release, and you were able to make a promotional video for the release, but then somehow your mental health doesn't allow you to post videos afterwards. I get that there are contracts to be fulfilled, but things just don't add up. I don't know. It's just, I feel bad talking about it because when she pulls the mental health card, it makes me look like a bad person for talking about it. But you've had things go wrong constantly. Like pretty much every single launch you've released had some form of an issue. The only unproblematic launch was her first palette and her highlighters, except for the batch codes. The batch codes and the highlighters were still the same as the lipsticks, where they like didn't change based on the product. They were all just the same batch code, which we had a problem with because of the lipstick issue. But other than that, every single launch, the Vault, the second palette, the lipsticks, they were all a mess. Oh, did we forget the Becca eyeshadow palette? That was a mess. Do you guys remember that? Oh yeah, so her Becca highlighter wasn't a mess. But that's not a good, consistent track record. Like, she does this every time now. Like, if you look at how many videos she's posted over the last year, I understand that people are very harsh on her looks. They're calling her fat or that she has too much filler, and it must be difficult to come on camera without makeup on and then hear all of that about yourself. Yeah, I have nothing to say. I understand where she's coming from because no one wants to hear those things about them, but every YouTuber hears those things about themselves, and we still come on camera and do our job. And you only do your job when you have something to sell, and that's just unfair on your fans, but you will continue to do it as long as they buy your product, which actually her second palette didn't sell out. So I think some people are catching on already. They're catching on that this is 2 + 2 is not 5, it's not adding up. And I'm glad that people are catching on because maybe then she'll finally understand that she can't just keep on doing this. So yeah, I hope that she gets better. I hope that her mental health gets better. Maybe she needs a break without selling us products. Maybe she needs more therapy, more, you know, treatments, whatever it is. And I hope she comes back 100%, not just to sell products, but to actually be a YouTuber. But until then, I'm just gonna keep on saying this. You can't pull the mental health card when it suits you. This was a difficult one to talk about because it always makes you look like the bad guy. Next, Tati recently posted a video called reviewing YouTuber makeup brands or something like that. And she went over even Laura Lee's makeup. If you guys know, Laura Lee and Jeffree Star haven't been friends for a while. And Jeffree Star and Tati were supposed to be friends during the whole by sister situation. But now she reviewed Laura Lee's makeup, and then she didn't review the new Bloodlust palette from Jeffree Star, and I'm pretty sure they don't follow each other on anything anymore. So people are wondering what went on behind the scenes after the by sister thing, because they were friendly during that, and then afterwards they started unfollowing each other, and it was a very confusing situation. And people are just wondering if after that whole by sister debacle, everyone just kind of went their separate ways, because it doesn't look like they're friends anymore. That whole situation I still sometimes lay at night and think about it, because we got no answers. I want you guys to just think about the conclusion to that situation. We have no answers. Jeffree Star made bogus claims and then didn't follow them up with receipts. And when we asked for receipts for his bogus claims, he called us the bad guys for wanting tea and receipts because he called someone a criminal. And then he made a follow-up video saying, guys, we should just give up on the drama and all be friends. This is I'm not gonna speak on this anymore. I wish I didn't get involved. It's almost like nothing happened. Videos were deleted. People went their separate ways after accusing each other of being criminals. Bogus situation. I'm sorry. This is insane that this all happened. That was a part of our YouTube life. That happened, everyone spoke about it, and then all of a sudden things just went silent and we all just kind of accepted it. Wild. I want to know what happened behind the scenes, because everyone seems to have gone their separate ways. No one's friends anymore. I just want to know. I want to know what actually happened. I want to see the tea, the proof, the receipts. I don't think we will. Anyway, I just thought I'd recap on that. That's a wild situation. Anyway, so yeah, that's what happened, and people were very confused as to why, because during the Bi Sister scandal, she had Jeffree Star lipsticks in the back of her videos, and then those are gone now, and it's her palettes. And now with his new launch, you would think that she would put it in that video, and she didn't, but she put the Laura Lee stuff in there. So people are wondering what the tea is, and I am not here to provide the answers because I don't have them. Sorry. And two, someone sent me a screenshot of Tati's channel saying daddy instead of Tati. So people thought that just like Meghan Rienks, Tati's channel got hacked, but then it went back to normal and people are like, are we going insane? Is what's happening? So if Tati is watching this by any off chance, make sure you have your passwords and two-step authentication and stuff so that people don't hack you. Talking about being hacked, Meghan Rienks uploaded a second part to her I've Been Hacked series. This is a series now, guys, and I don't think the end is coming anytime soon. I think she posted it yesterday, but then again, time zones are a little bit confusing. She's 8 hours behind, so I'm not going to calculate when she uploaded this, saying that still things are not resolved and that her first video actually got demonetized, and then it kind of got hit and suppressed, so it's not being recommended as much anymore. So she's uploading her second video. She's had Philip DeFranco speak about it, she's had Shane Dawson tweet about it, she's had a lot of people tweet about it with verified ticks and all sorts. I've spoken about this already, but she was first of all emailing back and forth with someone that claimed that her channels were not hacked when they were, and then they claimed that yes, her channels are in fact hacked, but they can't really do anything about it. And then she kind of decided that she's actually getting just automated messages, but now she thinks they are not automated messages, but they are like fill-in forms that they have as responses, and if you fill them in wrong, the sentences will not make grammatical sense, because you know, like they have like, here's what you replied if you get this kind of an email, and they just fill it in. That's what she thinks is happening. She's also been DMing with YouTube creators on Twitter, and they are not giving valid responses to anything. It's a concept like, oh, I'm sorry you're going through this, but it's never an admission of guilt. Why? Because if she went to sue them and they actually said sorry to her in Twitter DMs or whatever, she could use that as an admission of guilt, because if you apologize for something, you're admitting that you're guilty in this situation. So she could actually sue them. That's why she's not getting an apology. She's had many people from YouTube now DM her different things and message her different things. She's had a phone call with them, which in the first part of the series, they said that they don't do phone calls. And now, in the second part, she's got an email from someone else saying, hey, we can set up a phone call. So like, what is it? Then they're saying that because this happened more than 30 days ago, she can't get her private videos back, or like the deleted videos back from her second channel. And then when she read through the like link that they sent her, which is a Google official like information document, there's nothing about the 30 days in there. And then she found a different video of a guy whose videos got hacked, and he got his videos back despite it being more than 30 days. Nowhere in Google terms and conditions does it say anything about 30 days. So they just pulled that out of thin air. So she can either get her channel back now without the videos, or she can, yeah, nothing. She's gonna get her channel back without any videos. So now she's trying to fight back for her content because she wants her vlogs back. They said something along the lines of like, oh, if you want, we can just re-upload all of the videos. She's like, I don't want them re-uploaded now. I want them back. Like, I want them on private back because I want those videos. Anyway, it's a whole situation where everyone's saying their own thing. Everyone's kind of, one person saying this, and then she'll get a DM saying something completely different, and then she'll have someone else tell her something completely different, but no one is saying something that will help her out in this case. This has been going on for months now. I'm glad people are speaking out on this because what the is going on? Imagine having 3.5 million subs on one channel and like 500k, a million on another channel. Your channels get hacked and YouTube does nothing about it. How? Why? Like, I'm pretty sure if you have a platform, you have complete control over it. So if something goes wrong on the back end, you should be able to fix that in 2.5 seconds, right? Like, anyway, that's a situation that I'm waiting to see more updates on. If you want to follow Meghan on Twitter and Instagram, it's just Meghan Rienks on everything, so you can get more updates on the situation. And she is uploading the videos on her main channel, which she did get back even though it was hacked, and now she's just trying to fight back for her vlog channel, which was her second channel, which is now called Beauty Dior, and they're uploading copyrighted content on there. Recently a drama channel, well, an ex-drama channel and a beauty channel had some beef on the timeline, which I wasn't aware of, but Here for the Tea was one of the original like OG drama channels, and she's friends with Nicole Concilio, who is a beauty guru, and Nicole Concilio basically tweeted out about Here for the Tea, and she said, I love at Here for the Tea so much, like she genuinely wants content creators to do well and be better and succeed. I'm so grateful for her friendship and advice she's given me over the past 2 years. And then JenLuvsReviews, who is the girl that called out the Jaclyn Hill formula change. She was like the original person to have that going, and I wasn't aware of this until someone DM'd me saying that and I had a few comments under my YouTube video where I was basically just saying like, JenLuvsReviews, figure this out. They were like, we don't actually like JenLuvsReviews because she's more problematic than she likes to make it seem, and I wasn't aware of this. I thought she was just like an unproblematic, smaller type channel. Turns out that there's reasons why people don't like her. Shocking. And she said, until she turns on you, just be careful, Nicole. And then someone said, wait, what? I thought you were friends. I must have missed something. And JenLuvsReviews said, I thought we were too. One day she unfollowed me. I tried to ask her privately what happened and she never responded. Next thing I knew, let's just say I learned she wasn't my friend anymore. Here for the Tea basically uploaded that screenshot and said, shut your mouth at JenLuvsReviews. You know exactly why I and many others turned on you. Shall I list everything for everyone to see? My God, you just can't help yourself, huh? And this took me down a rabbit hole. Well, let's finish the screenshot. So she said then, like, are you okay, girl? We were never friends, and how dare you hijack a tweet like this? I've been friends with Nicole for years. You sold your soul and integrity for attention from Jeffrey and Shane. Get out of here with your bull. And then she says, remember when Jen compared ageism to racism and ended up looking like a moron? And then she said, the last thing I'm going to say on this issue is that I'm a good friend. I've been a good friend to people I care about. You don't know me outside of social media, and you don't know anything about my friendships, and it's no one's place to warn my friends about me. Wow. And then I actually looked up why people have problems with JenLuvsReviews, because I didn't want to like blame her in this situation without having the tea. And I actually went on like that Reddit forum, the one that I got, was it Chato Guru? So I'll put it here. It was the same forum that I got Nude Sticks stuff from, and she has a whole like thread on there with people saying that she says problematic things and then doesn't like catch up on, like she doesn't then confirm what she meant through that. So for example, when James Charles was allegedly hacked and they threatened to release his, he took that and released it himself because he was like, why would I let you release that for me? And she said that she was more concerned with his young fans following him than him being hacked, which a lot of people were laughing that he probably just wanted to release the and a lot of people were basically just like making jokes about it, but she like with all seriousness said like, oh, he's got young fans, he shouldn't have released that, instead of being like he got hacked. So people had a problem with that. Allegedly that was something that people were felt uncomfortable with, and then she said she tried to speak out on in a very ignorant way in one of the live streams, and she's had like problems with the beauty news girls. So yeah, there's been a lot of issues that have been happening. I'm so unaware of that whole side of YouTube. I just knew that she did that whole, you know, Morphe Jaclyn Hill thing, but apparently there's more problems. So wow. Anyway, if you're enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below anything to comment down below, and subscribe because I post videos every other day, or so I try. So hit that bell and you'll be notified when that's happening. Social media links in the description. Meghan Rienks' both videos and my last video will also be in the description, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.